You saw nothing. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday? It's Thursday. Yes, it is Thursday. Um, I was gonna dive right into this, but I have a kitty cat on my lap. She crawled into my lap while I was on the starting screen. So I didn't have a chance to grab water, but that's okay. I will grab some later. She's now making biscuits on my lap. I have her favorite blanket on my lap so that she can make biscuits, because normally she does that in the afternoon, but she was napping on the bed most of the afternoon today. I think because it was rainy. Oh, ow! Why'd you bite me? Oh, she wants me to pet her face. That's why she bit me. Um, yeah, so I've got kitty cat assistant today. Um, but yeah, as the title suggests, I'm gonna be drawing Princess Rosalina. Um, yeah, I watched the whatchamacallit, the trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and I was like, oh my god, she's beautiful. Hi Lee, welcome in. Congrats on first. I need to put like an alert for that. I meant to make one. I started making one like ages ago and I just never finished it. Um Also congrats on your 40th doodle. Wow. Am I I'm not muted. You're messing with me. Back at it. Back to normal streaming, and you're messing with me already. Right? You're totally messing with me. Mm-hmm. However, I will put some music on. I got together a bunch of like lo-fi Mario-esque music. So yeah, that'll be the theme for today. I've got a stinky kitty on my lap. I'm just gonna cuddle with her for a little bit. In other news, there was that other trailer for Pokopia, which I'm extremely excited about. Kai's also really excited about it, and because I've gotten back into Animal Crossing recently, I'm like extra excited about Pokopia. I actually saw people posting about the other like Pokemon. I guess you could call them variants. I don't know, the other like extra Pokemon. So I saw that before I actually watched the trailer. I was like, at first I thought they were fan made, and I saw this like uh, Mosslax fan art, and I just thought it was like weird Snorlax fan art. Oh, okay, okay, Cassie's all over my mic. Oh, you're tangled. Okay. um, I haven't even seen the original Super Mario movie. I really liked it, and it was really nice at like hitting the nostalgia like factors of Mario, I think. Hi Cassie, you trying to say hello? Oh my gosh, you're biting my headphones. Hello. Um but yeah, you should watch it. I quite enjoyed it. I saw it in theaters with, who was it? It was with Kai for sure. I can't remember if we had other friends with us that time or if it was because I think during that time I was watching a lot of movies with friends in theaters, but we then went through like a year or so of not really going out to movies, not for any particular reason. It's just everyone got busy and everyone's schedules like weren't lining up. Um, I don't know. This is one that I think would be cool to see in theaters. I threw the sketch together really quickly, like midday earlier. Um, yeah, it's not like a perfect sketch either, but I figure it's a good starting place. Like, I don't know. I feel like her hair can be like a little bit loopier, curvier, like a little more hooked like that. But I mean, for the most part, I feel like this is a pretty good starting place. Um, yeah, but I'm excited for the movie, and I didn't realize. Well, I don't think they had announced that Brie Larson was voicing her before. So I think it's really cool that she's voicing her because I know she's a huge like Nintendo fan. I actually went to school with someone. Yeah, back in college, he was a friend and classmate. We spent a lot of time doing homework in the library together, and like one of the things that would come up a lot was how much he loved Brie Larson. So I'm sure I haven't talked to him in a long time, but I'm sure he's extremely excited about this. Big Brie Larson fan. So yeah, her voice I feel like fits super well with the clip that I saw with her like reading the storybook. But anyways, yeah, this will be our distraction for today. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have other things I should be working on, but I figure if I'm gonna get distracted today anyways, then may as well get distracted by Rosalina. Yeah, this screenshot doesn't even do her justice. Like I feel like in the movie, like so much aura. She had the vibes were there. And also, I was kind of debating going lineless for this one too. I used to do art kind of back and forth between like line art and without. Why did my model break? Here we go again. That's a great sign. Great start to the stream. Let me know if the volume of the music is okay and stuff too. I kind of feel like I've been messing with it more than I normally like should. Um, so I don't know if it's quite right. I like to think it is, but if not, let me know. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet, or if I'm too loud. Like, I probably won't yap the whole time, but sometimes I do. I've been looking more and more into Warhammer miniature. I see. What does that entail? Like, are we talking like miniature figures, or like is that like a thing, like kind of like mini golf is to golf? Like it's just Warhammer but small. Yeah. So not yesterday, Tuesday when I streamed, we had a lot of Kai background noises while he was playing League of Legends. The usual culprit for loud gamers. Not the only one, but definitely a common one. But today he is at another Gundam. I don't know if it's an event necessarily or if it's like usual like card shop stuff. So he's out today, which means it'll actually be on the calmer side, potentially. At least until he gets back. So it's just you and me, guys. Alone with our thoughts. And Cassie. Cassie made sure to have her presence known at the beginning of stream. Buy plastic models and paint them and fight. Ooh, that sounds fun. I have seen like all the little like models and figures with the paint sets at card shops. So I assume that's kind of like the vibe. The entire franchise stems from plastic kits. That makes sense. I see that. Very cool. Let's put that there. Yeah, I was trying to wipe something off my screen, but I moved the whole line. Yeah, in other news, I'm going in. Well, I don't know if this is news necessarily, but I'm going into the office tomorrow, which I will be honest, I haven't in a hot minute. Not for any particular reason, it's just no one else has been going in. But one of my coworkers is actually leaving us, which I think I mentioned before. But yeah, he got another job, so he will be starting. I'm actually not sure. I meant to ask him what the update is on his start date, because originally his start date was in like a week or so. However, there was some. They were asking if he could start later, which he was like, I wish he told me that sooner because I already gave my end date to my current employer, and so if they go with the new proposed like start date, then he's unemployed for 3 weeks, which is not ideal in this economy. Yeah, but regardless, his last day with us is tomorrow, so I'm gonna go into the office to say bye to him and all that. Yeah, so that's that. I don't mind going into the office, but it's always the idea of going into the office where I'm like, do I have to? But then, like, when I'm actually on my way and stuff, and then I actually get there, it's usually not too bad. Yeah, it's really just the idea of like, man, I have to get up early, and then I have to do that hour and a half commute. It's fine. And it's Friday, so afterwards I know I can come home and then like just chill. So that's good. I wonder if I should make that part thinner. Maybe. Maybe. Just a little bit. It's a running joke with mostly with my siblings about like, it's always that I'm really old and my younger brother is super young because I'm the oldest and my youngest sibling is 8 years younger than me. And Kai's always like, oh, he's an adult now, it's fine. Oh my god, Cassie, don't eat that. Hang on, give me a second. Cassie, what are you doing? You're acting like I don't feed you. You can't eat computer parts. Ma'am. Hey. Oh my god, she's gonna pounce. Stop it! Hey! You can't eat that! Thank you. Goodness gracious. Hey, that's my pencil! Hey! Being terrorized by this cat. Help. Maybe I should've... Usually I play with her before bed. Maybe I should have given her some playtime before stream, just to get her energy out. I should have figured she'd have more energy right now because, like I said, she napped for a lot of the afternoon today, which isn't abnormal, but it did feel like more than her usual amount. So now she's like super awake. Hi. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You can tell. She's like, you're talking shit about me? Hi. Yeah. Here. Go lay on the bed. Hi. Oh, she's rubbing herself up on the mic. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If you're gonna walk across, walk all the way. She's stopped right in front of all my stuff, so she's between me and my iPad and my phone and everything. Hi. Okay. Okay, I think she's done exploring. Alright. Anywho. Okay, I was smoothing this out. And then probably, I'll put it on a different layer for now, but I would like to just merge it all into one thing. Like this, maybe? Okay. That looks good. Maybe I'll thin out the other one just a tad bit more. I actually saw one of my other coworkers posting on LinkedIn about, I think he was asking about jobs in like Ireland or something, like somewhere in another country, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize he was also trying to leave. I don't know if maybe it's just like there's a specific kind of project out there that's interesting to him or what, but it was definitely surprising to see. But you know, it's one of those nothing's forever kind of things, which is also why I'm like a little bit more okay about potentially looking at other jobs. And by other jobs, I mean this one particular other job, because yeah, as much as I love the team here, cost of living is kind of #1 priority. But in the meantime, I will do my work. I will live my life. I will draw Mario characters on stream. Life will be good. Life goes on. I'll put the ear here too. Look at that. Beautiful. Maybe on the same layer. Am I frozen again? Oh, okay. Well, it fixed itself. Oh, ads already. It's only been like 20 minutes. What do you mean ads again? Freaking Twitch. Whatever, it's fine. Is what it is. I sold some turnips on Animal Crossing today. Although, honestly, the main reason I even bought turnips was actually so that I could get ants, because I still haven't caught ants on my island, so my Critterpedia was still missing that. So I was like, okay, I need some rotten turnips. So I actually specifically bought some turnips so that I could, like, let them go bad and then attract ants. I finally got the fly, too. I think I mentioned before that, like, I was trying to catch a fly, and then one of my villagers was like stalking it, scared it away. But I finally caught it. I did it. I want to say there's aside from that, there's like one other bug that's available this season, this month, that I need for my Critterpedia. It's one of the stick bugs or something. Something that appears on a tree. But I wasn't able to find it the first day I looked. It's like very, very limited hours, it seems. Maybe I should get the base of the crown first. I'll just overshoot it for now. Okay. I'll turn this opacity down a little bit just to see where the edge of it is. And then I'm gonna take a little one. And I think on at least the old or the game version, the jewel parts have a little bit of a rim around it. Welcome back from ads. Thank you for your patience. Always appreciated. Okay. Similarly, it kind of has like a star-ish pattern, not pattern, like lining, I guess, around it. But then the point should be here, I guess. Maybe I should make a guide. It's like, this is the center, but if you go straight down, then I feel like this should be over a little bit. I go back and round these out after too. kind of symmetrical, but I feel like the crown is gonna have to be tweaked a little bit. I think I can live with that. It's not perfect, but I can live with it. always start out thinking, yeah, I'm gonna make everything kind of soft, not super sharp, and then I get to the eyes and the eyelashes. And then I'm like, ooh, I want everything super duper pointy. And then I end up with like super pointy lashes like this instead of the rounded corners, kind of like I have on the hair. Teeny tiny detail, but one of those things where I'm like, why do I even like tell myself that I'm gonna do anything else? I know it's gonna come down to this. The eyes are like my favorite part though. I worry that once I line it, I'm not gonna do it justice though. Like just the tiniest shift in the eye placement can make such a huge difference. And I'm like, oh, holding my breath when I do stuff like this. I almost want to make the reflections of her eyes like stars. I feel like that would be cool. But for the time being, here's a little placeholder reflection. Make it bigger at least. I could do a little like one of those classic 4-point stars. Okay, that's so small that nope. If I'm gonna do it, I gotta make it bigger. For the time being, that's okay though. Like, I gotta go like that size. You know what? Maybe that is not a bad idea actually, right here. Big old star right on the opposite side. Maybe. How am I feeling about this one? Maybe. Should I do a tiny one here too? Maybe. But not like as tiny as that last one. Okay. I don't hate that. I quite like that actually. Not sure about this one now though, but maybe if I just we can fine tune it when I like actually render it. It'll be fine. Maybe I should put this back here. Maybe the nose can go here. I don't even know like how I want to line it, because like just do something like that and then shade it. Oh, this nose is gonna be a headache later. Maybe I should just leave it like that and then that brush size wasn't even the right one technically. I don't know, is this too bold for the nose? Like, it's supposed to be kind of dainty, but like, I don't know. I'm not good at noses. I feel like I can never decide how I want to draw the nose. I'll leave it at that for now. I'll come back to it. I think it'll fall into place better when I'm like rendering it. Maybe something like that. It's kind of smirky. Still debating if I want to line the lips. Maybe for now I will. Yeah, that actually doesn't look that bad right now. No, I'll stick with it for now. Star earrings. Or at least part of it. I'll leave it like this for now. I'm never sure about collarbones, but I feel like I saw a lot of fan art like today and yesterday that had like Rosalina and her collarbones. And I feel like I looked at a lot of references today, and I feel like even if I'm not sure about this right now, I feel like that placement is okay. We'll roll with it. If I don't like it, I'll get rid of it later. Let's get our star right here. This is going a lot faster than I thought it would. I feel like this probably has a little border around it too. I should get her eyebrow in here too before I forget. Might end up hiding it under her hair, but we'll see. Scoot it over just a tad bit. Okay, we'll color in the whites of her eyes too. And just for the sake of seeing it, okay. It does make me question the nose placement, but maybe if anything, I should be questioning the eye placement. Granted, it is kind of low on here, but what do you think about that versus that? Higher, lower, higher, lower, higher. I feel like the higher one looks better. Higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower. Maybe somewhere in the middle. Maybe right there. I'm gonna put it right next to her face right here. Like, it's kind of in line. It's giving Barbie girl right now, though. Not in a bad way, but just because I didn't finish, like, filling in her hair and stuff. I'll just finish the rest of the line art, and then we'll see what we can do about that eye. Got the star right here. Scared of all this. These bits. Okay. Okay, we'll do one for her torso. Do a separate one for the sleeves, which I'll just go ahead and make it bigger like that. Let's see. Just do one for the back out here. And then back to this one. There's like a tiny seam there, so I'll use the smaller brush and just... I guess it shouldn't go all the way up to here. It should come down here and just like that. I love this one. I can't even put my finger on like where this one specifically like I would have heard it, but like it tickles part of my brain from my childhood. Because like honestly, I feel like I didn't play that many Mario games as a kid, but like this one definitely reminds me of something. Like obviously I know it's from something Nintendo related, but I'm like, what would it have been? Because like I played Animal Crossing on the Wii, and I used to go over to a friend's house and play Smash on her GameCube. So I'm like, what else was there that I would have played back then? I don't know. And like I see right there, it's called Flower Garden. I just can't think of like what this is from. Like specifically, you know? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna just group all this together. Then it's just those back hairs, and then I can really wreck my brain over the placement of the eye, because that's kind of bugging me. Low-key, I almost want to just loop that last one. Pew, pew, ba-doo-doo. Doo, 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 doo. Doo, 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 doo. Doo, doo, doo. Let's add this loopy here, and then just assume it continues like that. Clean that up. There she is. Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. Wahoo! Oh, she's so pretty. How do we feel about this eye placement? I feel like it might be okay. Should I scoot it in more, maybe? Like, maybe just have it in a tad bit. Maybe even, like, I should have it, like, the white part more rounded. But I don't know if I want a whole lot of white under the iris. You know, like, I feel like that's gonna give it crazy vibes. Oh, that's not that bad, actually. Ooh, maybe I do like that. Let me just smooth it out a little bit. Do I like that? I might like that. Dare I say, I might even drop it down more. That might be too much. I don't know. I could lower this part a little bit. I might like that. I think I might like that. The nose will be a later problem, though. That's not so bad. Okay. I feel like I need to make a habit of, like, leaving watermarks all over these. Just like, boop, boop. I should just, you know what I should do? Why don't I just put a watermark thing over my stream, like, layout? I could totally do that. Maybe I'll do that later. I'll add that to my notes. I used to have notes for things I wanted to do for my streams. I haven't updated that in forever, but maybe I should get back into a habit of that. Wow, that was like almost exactly an hour to do the line art. That was actually like much quicker than I expected. But oh, you redeemed break time. That's perfect. I was just thinking I should take a break. All right, courtesy of Lee, let's take a break. Let's see. Where's my timer? I still stand by that I would love to. Maybe I'll go on Etsy and look for a stream timer, like a pretty one. Anyways, let's do a quick 10-minute break. I can finally get the water that I said I was going to get earlier. Everyone else should also stretch your legs. If you've been sitting this whole time, make sure to stretch your legs, use the bathroom, get some water. I will be right back. All right, see you in a bit. Ta-da! Perfect timing. The song ended, the timer ended, and I'm back. And freezing. There we go. Not freezing like I'm cold, freezing like my model won't track. However, I have been kind of cold lately, but also it's finally feeling like fall, even though we're in mid-November. So it's about time. The trees are finally like actually changing colors. They started changing colors, but the one outside my window, it usually turns this really bright, pretty red. It is only just now starting to get kind of yellowish orange. Still mostly green, yeah, if anything, like a faded green. But fall is definitely taking its time getting here. We had our first rain. Well, I don't know if it was the first rain of this season. It probably sprinkled a little bit here and there, but it rained a bit today, which for California, it might be the only rain even. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah. Okay, after leaving and coming back, I think I'm still pretty happy with that eye placement. So, let's just start coloring, and then we'll see if we want to change up any of the line art. Okay, actually, one thing that's kind of bothering me is all the crisscross, the overlapping lines right here. So let me fix that really quick, and then we can start coloring. Right here, I don't like how all those lines are meeting up right there. It's confusing. There's that like kind of sort of rule about tangent lines. There's also a rule about intersecting lines, where like if you have too many lines intersecting at one point, it looks visually confusing. So we're gonna try to avoid that. And that's a little bit better. I mean, I'm sure once we color it, it'll be fine. Like color it and render it, but I want my line art to be readable too. Man, this looks pretty good. This is something I would see in a coloring book. I would love to make a coloring book one day. Like right there, that's coloring book material right there. Okay, anyways, distracting myself now. Low-key debating just here. I will save just the line art, just for fun. I think that would be cool to have. I like to do that sometimes, even though I literally never do anything with it later. But it's one of those things where I'm like, it's kind of neat to have if I ever want to show all the different like steps of my art. If someone ever accuses me of stealing art, I can be like, well, here's the sketch, here's the line art, and then whatever, and so on and so forth. Also, what if I do make it a coloring book later? I don't think I would, because, copyright, but, I like to do it with my original art at least, because what if I want to make a coloring book one day? I always tell myself I will. Like, I have a printer. I could literally print my own coloring books, and, like, I've seen, like, the DIY, like, tear out booklet binding things, and it seems easy enough. I have all the stuff I would need for it, so I think it would be fine, but I don't know. I feel like I need a good theme for a coloring book, though, Like, it would probably be, like, cats or something. Or, actually, one thing that I considered was, like Cantonese phrases. Because at least out here in the Bay Area, that's a pretty popular thing. It's, like, just Asian phrases. You got your, like, classic Sikfanla and, like, what else? Your pretty universal Aya, which is pretty, I don't know, I feel like a lot of Asians get the Aya. I feel like that would be fun. Just classic homey phrases. Something to cater to the fellow ABCs out there. I remember when I first heard the term ABC, It was my cousins calling each other ABC, except it was more like one of my cousins learned the term ABC and was telling her sister, haha, you're an ABC. But, like, you know, she knew that ABC is not a bad term. It just means American born Chinese, right? But she knew her sister wouldn't know what it meant. So she was like, oh, if I say it like it's a mean thing, then she's gonna get upset. Like, this was like my first exposure to rage baiting, I think, was specifically like my cousins rage baiting each other all the time. More accurately, the older one rage baiting the younger one. Like, that was a regular occurrence, and I just witnessed this every day after school. They're like, what, 4 and 5 years older than me, something like that. Yeah, like 4.5, 5, and then some. Yeah, ultimate rage baiting right there. Ooh. This might be a good color. I'd like to use this for like soft blonde girlies, this particular color. It's good for like a strawberry blonde vibe, but I feel like I can use this for Rosalina's hair. I'll do it in pieces. I'll do a separate thing for the front hair versus the back hair. Am I gonna count that as back hair? I am gonna count that as back hair. But yeah, it was amusing until they put me in the middle of their arguments, and that was less fun. Like, if my oldest cousin was trying to use me as an accessory to her rage baiting, I was like, there's some moral questions to be asked here. Do I want to be mean? But then, like, she would make it seem like I was, like, being mean to her if I didn't help her rage bait her sister. They're in their 30s now, and she still tries to rage bait her. It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna include this on the front hair, too. They're not the only ones, though. Like, my brother rage baits my sister all the time. Sometimes my other sister also rage baits my sister. I just have one sister who's very easily rage baitable. Like, I don't even think I can make a case for her, because, like, even before the term rage baiting was, like, super popular, I had an album on my phone of all the times that she would just get completely pissed off at something that, like, was very intentionally orchestrated by my other siblings. Sometimes it wouldn't even be intentional. Like, I think she just kind of would get mad at things way too easily. Even in cases where, like, nothing bad was said, like, she would just take offense to things that were, I don't know, like normal conversation things, not even targeted at her. There was one time she randomly, like, dove into this whole, like, oh, you know, I was always one of the boys. I always hung out with the guys and played video games and stuff. Which I thought was interesting, not because I didn't think it was true, but, like, because I felt like we all played video games together. Like, all the siblings and the cousins and stuff. Like, it wasn't a unique experience, and especially nowadays, she is very much, like, the least into games out of our siblings. Maybe second least out of the four of us. Except my other sister got a Switch recently, so I don't know. I don't even remember how that came up, but she just, like, randomly started arguing about it to, like, no one in particular. Like, no one, like, I feel like she just brought it up on her own, and then I was like, where did this come from? probably a good color for that. Okay, I think her crown is like silver colored. This lighting is like terrible to use as a reference, but I'm pretty sure she's got like a silver crown. Now I'm not sure because her earrings are definitely like gold colored. Here, let me go a picture on here. Princess Rosalina. Images. Okay, yeah, her earring and the center of that like star thing on her dress are like this yellow color, but everything else is silver. Okay. Yeah, it's not even like gold, it's like straight up like yellow. I feel like I should make it gold though. Okay, also in this, that definitely is not yellow. Well, maybe it could be yellow. It could just be lighting too. No, in this picture it's also red. That's literally from the movie trailer. That's red, I think. Well, I'm gonna keep it yellow. Yeah, if they're both the same color too, I'll just put it on here like this. They can be the same color, like this. Da, da, da. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Oh wait, that's not the right color. Let me grab this. I'll just fill this whole thing like that. Okay. Then it's like silver colored. I almost feel like I want to like use like a blue-gray color for this. Oh, I was debating making these lines thicker. Maybe I will. And I will probably also just merge the gray parts of the line art. Let's see, where's the crown? Okay, this part. Just a little bit thicker. Merge that. Should I make this thicker? Sure, that looks fine. Back up. Okay. Now back to, and we'll do this color for now. Right. Hard to tell on that background. Should I make it blue? Ooh, too bright. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Just so it's easier to see. We'll play with the background later. I'm gonna move this down here too. In which case I need to move this too. Forgot. Forgot I already did that. Okay, there we go. Big moment, picking out the eyes. Oh, hi, False. False Spring. Hello, hello. How are you? Welcome in. How's your day going? We're just out here drawing Rosalina because, yeah, I saw the Mario Galaxy movie trailer, and I was like, oh my gosh, they made her so pretty. So yeah, I was just in the mood to draw her, so I threw together a little sketch in the middle of the workday, and then was like, yeah, this will be a good distraction for me. Hi, little tired and sick, but good. Oh no! I hope you feel better. Make sure to take care of yourself and everything. Wait, Galaxy movie? Yeah, the Super Mario movie like sequel is they're calling it Super Mario Galaxy movie. Yeah. So I think the trailer for it came out yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And then I was seeing all sorts of like, I don't know, Nintendo fan artists are always so fast, like that. And then Pokopia. There was a Pokopia trailer today that came out, and I was seeing so much fan art already because they had some I don't know if you would call it new like variants of Pokemon. But there were like some specific Pokemon that like looked different. So yeah, that's also something that I'm quite excited about. But yeah, super exciting. And I was really surprised because Brie Larson is voicing Rosalina, which I didn't see coming, but like also like it works. I feel like I haven't seen the first Mario movie yet. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have like when the second trailer came out, they're like, "Oh, I never even saw the first one," but I enjoyed the first one. I feel like it was like a nice like nostalgic, feel good, your classic like family movie, I think, but I enjoyed it. I still think the Chris Pratt as Mario was an interesting choice, but I mean, it checked all the nostalgia boxes, I think. This might be a little bit vibrant. Maybe somewhere there. Meowdy, hi Blanket. But if the next one's galaxy themed, that's really cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure how I would feel about it. Not like against anything galaxy related, but just because like the first one, like it was cool, but I like it definitely felt geared towards like family friendly, like kid humor. Not in a bad way though, but like I think visually, even just from the trailer, it was like really pretty. I was like, wow, they really like of all the movies for Illumination to like put all their like visual budget into, like I'm very surprised it was this one. Super Sammy World Galaxy gonna be amazing. I don't think I should be anywhere near like movie like acting stuff. I don't need a movie about me. It's gonna look so pretty. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, but also going back to Pokopia, I agree. It looks super cute, and that's also something I'm super excited about. I did get back into Animal Crossing recently because they announced the upcoming update for that. So I think seeing the Pokopia trailer was really exciting because I was like, ooh, like I'm like in an especially like cozy what would you call that genre? Like life sim mood, I think. Yeah, I picked up my Animal Crossing island again. I feel like I like a lot of people always have the urge to restart their island. I feel like I'm just too attached to the island that I've had in the pandemic to like restart it completely. Also, I don't think I could go through the like first several days of like just waiting for iron to spawn in your rocks and stuff to make any progress. So as much as I like the idea of like redecorating your island from scratch, I don't think I would ever like completely restart it. Yeah, but and they kind of remedied that with the update like trailer that they had, because you can have like multiple dream islands on Animal Crossing starting in January. So that's exciting. So you get all the decorating perks without having to like completely trash everything. What you did today, Sammy? I worked. Yeah, nothing exciting. I worked. I got donuts this morning actually. Before work. Yeah, pretty normal stuff. I am going into the office tomorrow for the first time in a while. Because most of our team mostly works remotely. And I am not feeling the color of her lips. Let me see some other examples. The other ones have it kind of peachy. Maybe like that color. Oh yeah, I can live with that. But yeah, I'm going into the office tomorrow because one of my coworkers is leaving. So tomorrow is his last day, and I want to be sure I'm there to say bye. Because our team is really small, and I don't know if there will be many people in the office to say bye to him. I hope there will be. But just in case, I wanna make sure that someone's there, because the last workplace that I left was like not super great. And they very much like no one was there on my last day, at least from my own company. One of our clients was right across the street. Not even across the street. It was someone we worked really close with, and I had to go return keys to them anyways. Um, and like they were really nice and said bye to me and stuff, but no one from my actual company bothered to come in. I don't even know if like people really realized it was my last day. Um, and frankly, like a lot of the staff there at that time, it wasn't like they didn't like me. It was just that the turnover rate at that workplace was so insanely like high that I think a lot of the people that were there were still kind of new, and the people who weren't were just like beyond the point of caring, which was kind of the vibe the whole time I was there. And my own supervisor, or like the person who was kind of overseeing me at the time that I left, because they also kind of just kept passing a lot of the lower level staff around like that. Um, he randomly took like he like left halfway into the day before my last day, didn't tell anyone, just like walked out, put a out of office notice on his email. No one knew why, and then he was like, "Hey, I'll be back next week." And I was looking at it like, my last day is tomorrow, and we have not had the like meeting that we set up so that I could give him all the work that I had been working on, because I was actually responsible for a lot of a lot of important project related things that I was 100% sure that nobody else was taking care of, and I was like, this needs to be handed off to someone. And then he just didn't show up to work that day, so I never handed off that work. I did email him, like, here's where all my stuff is saved, here's where the tracking spreadsheets are saved, here's like general instructions on how to do the work that I've been doing. And sure enough, like, for the next like month after I left, I was getting phone calls and texts being like, hey, can like, I don't know how to do this, or I don't know where to find this. And I'm like, this is why that meeting was necessary. That's a pretty sucky work environment. Yeah, no kidding. Guess it's not your problem now. Exactly, yeah. The really funny part about that, though, was apparently, like, I don't know, the communication in that workplace was just really bad in general. So I think, like, the payroll staff like didn't really realize that I was no longer working there. So I think like a month after I left and I was like already settled into my new job, I got this text from this unknown number that was like, "Hi, uh please remember to submit your time card so that you can get paid," or whatever, right? And I just thought it was a spam message. Like, I didn't think anything of it. I just marked it as spam, deleted it. And then, like, an hour later, I get another text that's like, oops, sorry, didn't realize you left. And I was like, hold on, was I on the payroll for my old job this whole time? Like, could I have just, like, been getting paid for a job that I wasn't doing anymore? No, I don't think, for tax purposes, I don't think I would have taken advantage of that even if I did know. But I was like, that's crazy that like a month later they were still like, hey, don't forget about this. I have so many stressful job stories. I worked in so many startups that have died or got acquired. Yeah, that last job actually technically got acquired, but it's in the engineering field, so functionally it was technically like no huge change. But yeah, I do know that there was a position that they were trying to fill while I was working there, which was like 3 years ago now. And I still see LinkedIn notifications of them being like, hey, we're still hiring for this position. And I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if they had people apply for that position, start that position, and then leave, because they had a lot of trouble maintaining like staff. Like, I think in the year that I worked there, they went through 3 different front desk positions, or people in the front desk position. And a lot of them left because some of the older staff was like honestly really verbally abusive to whoever was in that position for no reason other than just they had a superiority complex, and it was awful. Such a common story, sadly. Yeah, glad I got out of there, I'll say that. Also, like, I feel like I haven't experienced it much since then, but like, and like, I don't like to say this outright, but they were like blatantly sexist there. Because you know, I'm a girl in engineering. I know that there's gonna be, you know, that stereotypical like people kind of look, don't think you're capable of certain work. But I was one of 3 assistant level engineers at that job. I was the only one with my like first level of certification, which like the engineering and training certification, which is technically what you need to be officially like an engineering intern. Um, so I had that certification. No one else did, and all the other non-certified staff were like getting actual technical work, whereas the engineers, the senior engineers, were giving me work like, oh, can you sort our mail, can you order pizza for our meeting? And they like would not let me get involved in any technical work, and it was like actually ridiculous. Which normally I'm like, okay, like it could be anything, it might not be because I'm a girl. But also that same team had a problem with calling me Sam, and they were like, that's a boy's name. So they specifically called me Samantha the entire time I was there. Hi Lee, how you doing? It's sad. It's almost 2026 and these things are still an issue. Yeah, for real. I was in school and working under a female engineer who literally, she took a phone call one time, and like she regularly does like site visits and like field work and stuff, but she had like this back and forth conversation with this client who was like demanding like, oh, will there be a man on the site? I won't accept this contract unless there's a man working there. And then she's like, well, I'm like fully certified, I'm like the most qualified person on this team, whatever, whatever. And he just kept like kind of grilling her about like, oh, there has to be a man there. And finally she sighs, she's like, hey, like so and so like across the way, like, can you come with me to this field visit, the site visit? He's like, yeah, sure. She's like, okay, there'll be a man there. I'm still gonna be the one signing off on all this work, but since it bothers you that much, there will be a man there. I love being the person or seeing a manager step up for folks like that. Yeah, like, yeah, it's, oh, you're so right. It's 2026 and we're still dealing with this stuff. But yeah, it's nice when someone stands up and is like, hey, like, you know, this is the most qualified person or whatever. So I'm glad my team now is a lot better about that kind of stuff. Yeah, work troubles, am I right? Sammy 1 or 2? Sammy 1 or 2? Oh, you're saying like I pick 1 or 2. 2. Is that what you're asking? I hope that's what you're asking. If not, I'd probably sound really silly. Should I give her some like eyeshadow? I really chose a terrible reference picture. Free YCH emote commission. Sammy chooses the emote. Oh, okay. I'll DM you later. I think I have you on Discord. Okay, I'll DM you later. Yeah, I have a page where you can choose which emote you want. But thanks for redeeming that. I should set up an alert for that. I should set up an alert for a lot of these redeems actually. But thank you for redeeming that. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, I owe you an emote, and I think I also owe Lee an emote because that one was redeemed right before I like had all that wedding stuff. So, all right, it's a surprise. So Sammy got to choose it. Oh, so you're saying you want me to choose it and then send it to you. 1 was my choice, and 2 is Sammy's choice. Oh, okay. So I'll do any. Okay, gotcha. I understand. Okay, I will work on that sometime. You know what? I'll work on both you and Lee's emotes sometime this week. Glad you're in a better spot at least. Yeah, I agree. I'm very glad that like, you know, I have a team that cares about me and cares about my growth. Um and yeah. Yeah, horror stories though. Don't want to go back. I think I remember towards the end of my time there, I think someone I went to school with was like, "Hey, is your workplace hiring?" And I'm like, yes, technically, but I have to be honest, I can't recommend working there. Like, I don't think it's been as great of an experience. This workplace that I'm at now, I would totally like recruit people that I know. That other place, like, it would have to be someone I like didn't like. Like, if someone who bullied me in high school wanted a job, I'd be like, yeah, apply here. No, honestly, I don't even think I would wish that on anyone. Okay, I feel like I want to like soften this a bit. Do I want to like? Yeah, maybe I'll soften this side too. I've been trying to use the smudge tool a little bit more, or like get used to using it. I feel like there's so much I could do with it if I get comfortable with it. I'm honestly not sure if I like this, but we'll trust the process for now. I had a friend try to get me to join a company, and then I joined, and then he ended up leaving a month later. No, that kind of happened at my last workplace, where it was actually the person who was supposed to supervise me. So he didn't recruit me technically, but he was supposed to be my supervisor, and then he left. Uh, and then in hindsight, I was like, that probably should have been the first like sign that something was wrong, because then they were like, oh, we don't have anyone specifically to be your supervisor, so we're gonna have you under this person who like clearly didn't want that responsibility. Yeah, we laugh about it now since it wasn't totally his fault and he felt bad. You know, that's okay. If the, like, yeah, life happens. Now we're working at like our fourth or fifth company together now and things are cool. That's good. That's good. I'm glad things worked out. Hi, Sammy. Bye, Sammy. Hi, Viet Beast. Ooh, Viet Beast is in Japan, I think. I hope you're having a good trip. He's out and about over. Oh, I got hiccups. Overseas. You drew a rainbow. Nice. Yeah, I hope your trip is going well. I hope you. I actually have no idea what's on your itinerary, but I hope everything goes well and your travels are good. I hope the flight was good. Flying out of the. Well, I don't know if international flights are as impacted, but I know flights in the US have been a little bit chaotic, so. Yeah. What time is it over there? Ooh, have fun in Japan. Where at? I have no idea where they are. They're somewhere out there. Yeah, they. I know the trip's been being planned for a while. I feel like, I think I said this last time too. I feel like everyone like I went to school with right now is like, or like everyone I went to school with is currently either in like Japan, Korea, or like Hong Kong. I don't know if there's like some kind of big memo I didn't get about like 2025 is the year to travel for our like, I don't know, not even our high school graduating class, but like I've been looking at Instagram stories and I'm like, man, everyone's in Asia right now. Technically, I guess I was in Asia for my honeymoon too. So like I guess I'm included in that like lump. I didn't plan to either, but same, yeah. Life has a funny way of working. Like, even my current job, I do like it here, but also someone recently sent me a job listing that is very tempting, partially because it pays like a lot more for kind of similar work. Um, and also the benefits are like crazy tempting. And so I'm like, last time I left a job was on like technically not bad terms, but like it was like kind of mutually understood that it was not a great fit. But like if I did get this new position, I'm like, how do I leave, like, I don't know. How do I leave that and be like, hey, I love you guys and it's nothing personal, but I found something better. But I don't know. I don't want to jump the gun either cuz like I might not get the job. I haven't even like submitted the application yet. So yeah, but just like thinking if I do one day leave this job, like how will that work? Oh, I used too many colors now. I'm not sure which one. That one wasn't that bad. Maybe we'll just do it softly like this. Actually, yeah, that's not too bad. It's another lesson I've been trying to teach myself is to not overthink rendering. Yeah, when I drew Arisa for her birthday, I felt like I didn't expect to, but like I went kind of crazy on the rendering and I was like, ooh, I feel like I like reached a new level. Like I was using techniques that I had never used before and it was like somehow working. I was like, I didn't expect that to turn out so well. Overthink rendering, it's your job. And Sammy, too much shoulder. Too much shoulder. You're right, I should give her a sweater. Gotta cover up that shoulder. My mom used to think that about the clothes my sister wore. She'd be like, oh, she loves those shoulder shirts, but they kind of grew on her because my mom's a nurse, so she was like, oh, I love these shirts now, because she realized that it makes it really easy to give flu shots. You know, the shirts that have like it's mostly covered, but then there's like a hole right in the shoulder like that. So then she called it the flu shot shirt. She was like, oh, you're wearing a flu shot shirt. My mom's really funny like that. She also like leads CPR trainings now and then. And so I remember when Baby Shark was kind of on the rise in popularity, I guess. She was like, oh, Baby Shark fits the BPM for CPR. So she was like practicing, like, you know, doing the training with the CPR stuff. But then she went, Baby Shark, 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 shark. And she was like saying that in the living room. We're like, Mom, it's Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark. Do. She's like, oh, is that the words? And I'm like, yep. So she's got the spirit. But it makes it good that she kind of ran it by us that time. I'm like, should I put a little bit of like pink? Sometimes people put like pink around here. I don't know if that's like necessary here. Let's see, without. Yeah, sure, we'll leave it there. Oh, ads. Sorry about the ad jail. Let's see. Back in high school, they didn't allow you to shoulder shoulders. Yeah, same. Schools are weirdly, well, not weirdly, but I think the weirdest thing I got dress coded for in high school, and like as someone who wore like literally t-shirts and jeans all the time, like I literally wore baggy clothes all the time. It was very odd. I got dress coded in 6th grade because I wore a t-shirt that said girls rule. And the teacher was like, well, what if boys see that shirt and they're like, oh, well, what about boys? Like she was saying it was like exclusive of boys or something. And it was a female teacher too. So I was like, I was baffled, and I was honestly kind of nervous because I'd never gotten in trouble with a teacher before this. So I was like, oh, and she like was like, oh, yeah, can you change it into like your gym shirt or something? And I was like, can I just put a jacket on over it? Anyways, I never wore that shirt again because, you know, impressionable middle schooler was like, oh, an adult yelled at me for wearing the shirt. It was literally also like, it was like the t-shirt on top of like a long sleeve shirt style. So it wasn't like an issue of like exposed skin. It was literally just like, oh, yeah, the boys might not like it if they see girls rule. And I don't even think it occurred to me how ridiculous that was until afterwards, but I remember telling my friends about it and they were like, oh, that's like really weird. It was also so out of character, I feel like, because like otherwise I feel like that teacher was like a really nice teacher, so I don't know where that like random like tidbit came from, I guess. Like it felt very out of character. But I think about that quite a bit. That was the only time I ever got dress coded, and again, even then, I don't know if I would call it a full dress code. It was more like a warning. but it was quite silly. This middle one is red, right? Yeah, it's like a red color. Yeah, by the time my sister's like wearing more like exposing clothes, I guess. Like they're more the crop top and exposed shoulders kind of people. But by the time they were in high school and like middle school even, the school district was trying out like a no dress code system, which I don't know if it's was still in place, but they were like pushing like, oh, you know, freedom of expression, like we're not gonna have a dress code at all. I don't really know how that went. I never really heard too many complaints about it. But yeah, I'm glad they didn't have to overthink about what they were wearing, I guess. Let's render her eye. I love doing the eyes. I usually save it for either last or like right at the beginning of coloring as like a reward, but I think I kind of forgot about it this time. Let's see. Oh, wrong layer. There we go. It's fading. Doing it like that. Maybe I should make it even darker. Let's just merge this. I'll keep this as a backup, but let's merge it and then go like this. Nice sparkly shiny eyes. Okay, maybe this is too dark. Or maybe this is too... Yeah, let's lighten this a little bit. Is that too teal? I don't know. I need to go work on making a good room and go. Yeah, I feel like the first like week I wasted so much time. I was like, oh, this will be so great for my productivity. And then instead, I spent a whole bunch of time just like making a bunch of rooms and stuff. I think I made like 3 separate rooms or like 2.5 rooms. And I just kept getting distracted by that. I was like, dang, I haven't gotten much done because I keep making rooms to try to get things done in. But I think now I'm like pretty satisfied with my room, so I'm like, okay, I can actually lock in. In fact, tomorrow I probably will do some kind of co-working. Like, I don't know if I'll stream, but I definitely have things that I need to get done. Um, so that might be on the agenda for tomorrow, I think, is either a go stream or I'll just like either open a go room or I could join a go room. I've been kind of going back and forth on that. But yeah, because I definitely have things to work on. That might be okay. I'm still not sure if I made that. I mean, maybe this is okay. Maybe that's all right. Yeah, I want to make a nice co-working space to invite folks in. Yeah. I feel like it was helping also, like I joined a few rooms and then I got like a lot of ideas to like decorate my own room and I'm like, ooh, now the creative juices are flowing, but not quite for the right thing. Cause I'm like, I have projects that I want to get done by the end of the year, some by the end of the month, which makes it kind of scary that we're already halfway into the month, but that's okay. Um, but yeah, I'm totally with you there. I'm like, ooh, time's a ticking, but I do want to get a space where I feel like I can actually focus in. It's almost the end of the year. I know, right? It really flew by. I'm like, what the heck? I tried to start a journal at the beginning of the year. Um, Lasted maybe a few months. And then I started keeping notes in my phone like throughout the day to be like, oh yeah, I'll add this to my journal later. And then like most of those things did not make it into the journal. But that's crazy to think that was like a year ago almost. Well, not quite yet, but you know what I mean. Like I remember getting that journal and being like, yeah, this will be a diary of 2025. And I could probably count on my two hands the number of pages I filled. Just coming along slowly but surely. This way. I've been going back and forth on how I want to like render hair recently. I'm gonna start with like just kind of blocking out the big parts and then working my way in. I feel like that's safe. Do like a smaller brush. Ooh, might be too dark. Whatever it was I did with Arisa's hair worked out really well, and I was pretty surprised. Granted, her hair is also darker, so like there's that aspect, but I don't know. Do bigger. I should do a lighter color. Give me 1 second. I hear a child screaming, but I just need to make sure they're not getting kidnapped. I think we're fine. There were 2 parents, and I think she was just excited to see her mom. I just heard a lot of like frantic mommy, but I think she was just calling for her mom because it's sprinkling outside. It looked like they were getting like a cake or something from the car. I have the perfect window to be a nosy neighbor, but also it means you witness kind of scary things sometimes. Not like, I shouldn't say scary. We witness a lot of like neighborly and less neighborly behavior. I'll say that. Like, it's not like we live in a dangerous area, but things happen. Things happen, sometimes police show up, and sometimes we get answers and sometimes we don't. But it's a good window for being nosy. And sometimes I hear things and I'm like, you know what? I would rather play it safe and be nosy in case something bad happens. But I think we're chilling. I'm not sure how I feel about how this hair is coming out. Should I just start over? Yeah, let's back up. Let's back it up a bit. I'm just going off of vibes here. Like, in here, probably darker. I'm back. Hi, back. I'm Sammy. I was just peeking out the window because it sounded like a child was getting kidnapped. But I don't think the child was getting kidnapped, so we're good. Break time. You know what? Valid. It's been probably an hour since our last break, and I think a break might help me with trying to figure out what I want to do with this hair, because yeah, I'm struggling. Anyways, yeah, you're right. Let's take a break. Everybody stretch your legs, get some water if you need to, go to the bathroom if you need to. Yeah, time for a break. Where's my timer at? Where's my timer? I lost it. I literally had it earlier. I don't think I deleted it. Oh, here it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. What do we feel about a 15-minute break? I think 15 minutes is good. I can grab a snack because I am getting a little bit peckish. Yeah, 15-minute break. We will come back to Miss Rosalina after that, and maybe we'll have a better sense of what to do with this hair. Perfect. Just finished making my dinner. Perfect. All right. This will be perfect time to eat it and stuff. All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a snack and stuff. Actually, I should probably feed the cat too. I think Cassie heard me. Okay. I'm going to feed Cassie and we'll be back in 15. Hello. I'm back. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at this and I feel like there's so many things that I'm not super happy with, so I might backpedal a little bit and redo some of what I already have. I think most of the line work is fine. I think some of the shading I'm a little bit second guessing, so we're gonna run it back. But it's okay, cause yeah, I don't wanna rush it and then put out something I'm not happy with. Even though that happens all the time anyways. And sometimes you put things out that you're happy with, and then like a week later you're like, you know what? I think I could have done better. And that's okay. I think this is one that I'm gonna scratch my head over for quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know, something about the shading is just not quite clicking for me, but I think part of it is just I've been like kind of changing my methods a lot lately and like second guessing my process a little bit. But that's a big part of growing, is like challenging yourself. So that's what we're doing today, is challenging myself. Just a tad bit. It's also something I'm trying to work on, is not being afraid to go back and start things over and stuff. Wrong layer, I think. Oh my gosh, my iPad is dying. Okay, let me plug this in and hope that this charger is fast enough. If not, we might have to we'll see if I end up having to end stream, but hopefully it's okay. I don't know if this charger can keep up with running Procreate and also casting it to my computer. Might be okay though, we'll see. If not, it'll just be a sign that we'll pick it up another time. Okay, already as it is, I like the body, like skin rendering a little bit more than what I had before, so that's good. And it was such a fast fix. Okay, the eyelid. Okay, I'm also thinking maybe I won't put all that like. Let's just backtrack all the way. Sometimes you just gotta redo everything you already did, and that's okay, because I think it'll end up hopefully better. If it ends up worse, then I'm gonna be a little bit sad, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens. Do a separate one for the eyelid, because I actually feel like maybe I should do the reverse of what I had before. Ew, I don't like that. Ew, I don't like that. It's almost time for Sammy to return. Oh, I left the timer up. Well, it was at 0. I'm here. Don't worry, I'm here. Wow, I can't wait for Sammy to come back. Okay. I don't know. How do I want to shade this? I don't know. I'm a little bit torn. Maybe how I had it before was fine. Sammy, the queen of second guessing all her decisions. It's my special skill. Oops, that's an eraser. Eraser? I hardly know her. also going back to like second guessing the shape of the eye. That's probably fine. I guess that was the other thing was I wanted to shade the nose. I have to go downtown tomorrow. A book came in that I ordered. Ooh, exciting. What book? That sounds very fun. Speaking of books, I should probably finish reading Wicked before part 2 comes out. Like, I know what happens in Wicked. I've seen the musical quite a few times, but I've had the book for a long time, and I've been telling myself I want to finish reading it before the rest of the movie comes out. But yeah, clearly I have not done that, among many other things that I have not done. I think I'm liking her face a little bit more, but even then, it's not like perfect per se. Like something's still off about it. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I just need to do the rest of it and it'll come together. Where'd the hair layers go? Let's try the hair again. Let's take another stab at the hair. Art looking good, thank you. It's a history book that I need for next semester. Oh, exciting. Any particular like topic, or like is it like world history, or is it more like a like US or Canadian history or something like that? It's a book on a medieval trail. Oh, interesting. That sounds pretty cool. Man, how do I want to do this? Let's see. Part of me is thinking to like fill in the rest of these lines, like where that strand would go, for example, which I will do regardless, like eventually. The other part of me is thinking maybe I should just block it out, like block out portions of it. I don't know. I could just like generally like around here and then add in details. Like I could start going like this. Along those lines, you know. I'm always scared to make it too harsh on here. I could go like that. Maybe hit the top a little bit. I don't know. So that it's like highlighted in the middle. You get what I'm feeling? Like the roots are kind of a little bit darker. You know? I don't know. I'm asking if you know, but I don't even know. You can do like a highlight. Ew, that's awful. Some kind of highlight over here. I could just start doing the smeary method. But I don't know, it feels like cheating. And then maybe from here I can like do some smaller streaks. I know I haven't been chatting too much tonight, but I am sleepy. Good night. Oh, don't worry. Don't ever feel bad about not chatting too much. Make sure to get all the rest you need. Good night. I hope you have a good night. Get lots of sleep. Rest up. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Might stream tomorrow. Not sure, but yeah. In the meantime, I'll be here. Nightly. It's gotten somewhere. I should do this first. I know I said that earlier. Maybe a little bit lighter though. That goes for everyone, by the way. Don't ever feel bad about not chatting. I'm here, whether other people are here or not. I'm here if you need me, but if not, you know, that's okay. That's what I told Kai when I started streaming too. I was like, you know, even if it's just me, it's the same thing I'd normally be doing by myself anyways. The only difference is, you know, people can pop in on me on Twitch. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay. I feel like it's a little bit more. I see the light at the end of the tunnel a little bit more doing it like this. Okay. Oops. Kind of like the contrast that comes from putting like the lighter strands right up against the darker parts. So we'll do a little bit of that, but maybe like just along where the highlight is. I think that'll be good. This reminds me of an animation I saw recently that was like, oh, Pokemon Legends Arceus versus Pokemon Legends ZA, and they use this as the background music for that. It was a silly animation, like a fun silly, not like a bad silly. But it was like running from Pokemon in Arceus versus like jumping people in ZA. I feel like most people I know playing Pokemon right now are just shiny hunting. Like Kai, the sound that's been echoing through the apartment has been him going in and out of like using the bench shiny, like AFK bench shiny hunting method. That, and then I guess a mobile game came out for Maple Story, and Kai's been playing that. It's kind of like one of those idle games. But I keep imitating the sound that it makes, because like the attack sound, it goes like which is like a terrible like rendition of it, but that's how I always describe it. Is like I keep telling Kai like that's all I hear is and it's like the sound of like something hitting like whatever he's fighting. Yeah, I figured I have enough mobile games to keep me occupied, among other things, so I was like, I'll pass on this one. But Kai's been playing. Oh, speak of the devil, he's calling me right now. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. That was Kai. He's on his way back home from his Gundam thingy-bobber, which means, yeah, I'll probably wrap up soon too, but I'm going to take my time and try to knock out the rest of this hair first because, yeah, this is going to bother me. If anything, maybe I'll try something. I'll be a little adventurous. Make this a little darker. It's definitely too bold, but I kind of don't hate it. Probably should have did the rest of this first. Is it this color? Not sure. Oh well. Maybe a little bit darker. Maybe it was this one? That looks a little too light. Well, those are like all my recent ones, so maybe that was this one. Sorry if the music is too repetitive, by the way. Might do tie here. not sure if I'm feeling this side of it, but let's see. Maybe that's not so bad. Okay, this isn't so bad. I'm kind of liking this. Now on this part, maybe make a little bit of this more vibrant. Okay, okay. That's not that bad. Look at that. Hello, how are you? Nice Rosalina art. Thank you, Bacon. Welcome in. Yeah, I might actually wrap up in a little bit. Partially because... Give me a second. Let me cover this. I don't think anything will show, but... Yeah. Okay, my iPad's charging. It was kind of starting to die a little bit because I forgot to plug it in at the beginning of stream. Seems to be hanging in there now that I plugged it in. I was worried it wouldn't be able to keep up with like the stream pacing, I guess. It seems okay, but I will say it is about 9 o'clock and I haven't had dinner yet, so I might stop in a little bit. But even if I do, I am planning on streaming tomorrow. If it's not art, it'll be a co-working stream because I do have a lot of things that I should definitely work on, I think. That are not super like artsy related and aren't really things I should show on stream, but things that need to get done. So I might do a co-working stream tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, it took a while, but I finally got the hair to a point that I think I'm relatively happy with. The lips and stuff, I think like there's a lot of finer details that I need to work on, but yeah, totally fair. It's all good. Yeah, but no worries. In the meantime, I'll keep. Let's see. I might do. Let me group all this really quick. There's one more strand of hair. Oh, I guess it's all on one layer. You know what? I'll keep doing this while I have all these colors fresh in my mind. Yeah, maybe I'll work on it a bit before I fall asleep later too. But yeah, this is kind of the gist of what I've got going. I was back and forth between being happy with it and being like really like quite the opposite. But it's coming along, I think. Slowly but surely. It's times like these where I'm like, yeah, you can probably tell I don't have any formal art training. I'm really just going off of vibes, which I know is kind of a lot of what art is going off of vibes. But man, the ideas in my head are a bit beyond my skill level, but it's not going to stop me from trying. Man, I was kind of on a roll with the front pieces, I feel like, but now I've kind of lost that momentum a little bit. Not exactly momentum. Whatever I was doing earlier was working a lot better than whatever's happening now, is what I'll say. Whatever I had going on when I was doing birthday art for Arisa, whew, I wish that would come back. I was quite happy with that rendering. I know it wasn't like necessarily the best piece in the world, but like it was a lot better than a lot of the stuff that I'd done before, so I was quite content with it. Let's take some darker bits now. Maybe too dark. I mean, I could start with that and then like shade in some of it to be a bit lighter. would like to do, which maybe I'll put under here. A little bit of a pinkness. Okay. I wasn't sure if I would get it somewhere that I'd be happy with, and honestly, might still touch it up, but for now, pretty solid. Maybe I'll add a little more highlights on this side, actually. Just a little bit prompt before I end. I'm gonna clear kind of towards the middle where the highlight is supposed to be the strongest. I almost want to put sparkles in her hair. I hope this color is right. I feel like her hair is like supposed to be a bit lighter, but I don't know, this might be okay. I feel like it's alright. I wonder if the could even make it brighter. Let's not for now. For now, I think this is okay. Pretty solid. You know what else actually? I think her eyelash color is bothering me a bit. Man, I have all these layers. Probably unnecessary. I can probably definitely merge some of these. But maybe later. So I did have a habit of like doing the whole like red tipped like eyelashes, but like maybe this is okay. Maybe I'll make it red and then also make the tips a little bit. Or should I make it blue instead? I don't know, I feel like the red kind of brings it together with the skin tone. Normally the eye is the part that I like the most, but I don't know. I might need to revisit the eye. Maybe I should make it brighter. Maybe that's the issue. Or like could inch it back down towards the color I had it at before. I mean, it should kind of match her dress, right? Anyways, I feel like I should wrap it up. I think I might be almost home. That might have actually been him outside. Yeah, I'll wrap it up here. Maybe revisit this before bed. Don't know if I'll work on it more on stream. If it's not on stream, then you'll probably find it on Twitter, because that's... Oh, who's that? Rocanio, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I'm actually about to wrap up stream today, but I will likely stream tomorrow. I don't necessarily know if I'll do art tomorrow or if we'll just have like a chill co-working day. I have a lot of like less art related work that I need to get done, and I did start playing Go. Playing Go? Using Go? I made a room in Go, I should say. To do some kind of cozy co-working stream. Break time. I mean, I guess this is technically a break. I'm probably gonna wrap up stream here, but thank you for stopping in and thank you so much for the follow. Um, yeah, if anything, maybe we'll raid into someone. How about that? Let's see. Who do we know who's streaming? Got a few art friends. Or let's see. I'm trying not to raid into anyone doing Pokemon. Partially because I know there's people who don't want spoilers, and this particular person is definitely doing some spoiler-y stuff. How about Terraberry? I think she's doing an off collab. I'm actually not sure. I think I saw on Twitter that she's streaming with someone who's visiting? Question mark. But let's rate her. She's doing some kind of collab with someone, so yeah, we'll rate into Miss Terraberry. Terraberry. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what this game is, but it seems kind of interesting, and she's super sweet and super nice. So, yeah, we'll go say hello. Thank you all for hanging out. We'll try to be productive tomorrow, do something or another. Until then, everybody take care. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for the follows and all the. I know I owe a few people emote stuff for their channel point redeems. So, yeah, but in the meantime, until then, I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.